Hey guys, what's up? Sean here, and we are starting a new series today with Motorsport Manager. We are playing the, I think it's Fireworld 2019 mod, which basically just puts the Formula 1 teams in it. We are using Haas because I wanted a team that is not the team who already has won the whole thing, but is also not completely insane. Yesterday when I was trying to get used to the game, I started with Toro Rosso, and they fired me after 8 races because we were in 8th in the standings and they wanted to be in 7th. I'm not positive how 8th was a bad showing for us considering, but whatever. So Haas has low expectations. They have a $6 million budget to start. I feel good. I feel like we can not get fired in the first 3.5 minutes of the series, but I have a feeling we will get fired probably by the end of the year and we'll have to start over. So just bear with me on that. Anyway, let's get on with it. So what targets for the 2019 season? We're going to come in 9th. You know why? Because we're probably not even going to do that. 3-stage qualifying. I don't know why they tell me this, but they do. And then this is an explanation of how the pit works, which I know, and my drivers are basically both terrible, which I don't really agree with necessarily, but the game thinks that. So anyway, off to the pit crew, which is the first order of business. We are going to hire this. Actually, his chance of fucking this up is a little bit higher than you might want. This is actually the worst opening pit crew I've ever seen. What the fuck are these people? You're all rejected. No, we're not hiring any of these people. Okay. The pit crew will have to remain for now. Let's see. We got both of them are basically the same as far as driver status goes. As far as their skill level and whatnot, they're being paid about the same. Their cost to break their contracts about the same. Magnussen signed for significantly longer than Grosjean. Grosjean's contract will be up at the end of the year. And then we've got Pietro here, who I don't know anything about, but he'll probably replace Roman if we survive this season, because, well, he's the same skill. He's 10 years younger, and his contract lasts for 12 months more, so seems likely. Depends how the season goes. Onto the car. The car is pretty good, but tire heating is our struggle, which I believe is correct for real life Haas. As far as our suppliers, our engine is supplied by Ferrari. It is very strong, so that's good. Our fuel supplier is Shell, I guess, which is terrible, I guess. Our chassis material is built by E-Spec, who I know nothing about, and Brembo, who I know nothing about. Basically, just really bad at heating the tires either way. So, first and foremost, we're going to design a new part. I think, based on what we just read, we're pretty good at everything except for our braking heats the tires really poorly. But these are not really good upgrade options. Let's see. I usually do the suspension first because I feel like we can, I don't really know how this game works, but I feel like that should be able to squeak out more performance out of lesser car. So we're going to actually go medium speed corners plus 10, reliability plus 10, because that was not very reliable suspension. And then that's all we can do right now. We can't, we got to do this before we can do this. So, somebody's going to get this. We're going to build that for $750,000. That'll take 4 days and 17 hours. But before we continue on, we are going to improve things. And the last thing that's going to get an upgrade here, I think, will be the engine. The engine is relative, or a new part. The engine seems relatively strong. This is stronger than my Toro Rosso engine ever was, and that's after we built a new one. So, you know, there's that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have both engines get improved by the staff. If I put this, okay, well, I mean, 2 people can work on some reliability. You know what? We're just going to have them do the engine reliability as well. because we're sticking with the engine. So we're gonna have everyone work on the engine right now. We're not gonna do any HQ upgrades at the moment. Staff, let's see, we're pretty good. Our lead designer isn't the best, but I don't know. Let's see, I can scout staff. I didn't know that. I didn't do that at all, apparently. Who's this fucker? He seems pretty great. Can I have him? Can I just sign him? Oh, he's interested. Let's do it. Let's do it up. I don't know how much. Wages are important. Well, you're currently unemployed, so fuck you. Is this the old Ferrari boss, maybe? No? I don't know. His head looks like it, but I don't know. I doubt it since he's from Brazil. But, anyway. I mean, you're pretty great, so I would be willing to sign you long term. And here, let's kick that up just a bit. Let's go. Proposal sent. All right. Well, we'll wait and see how he feels about signing with us. I think that's about all I can do right now. We have no sponsor offers. We don't need to request money. Drivers we're sticking with. All right, let's continue, and then it'll jump us ahead a little bit till the suspension is done. The suspension is completed. Okay, we got mail. What's in the mail? People are not pleased with my hiring, but that's okay. Let's check out the car. All right, fit this part to a vehicle. Now, I am not sure which car should have this. Honestly, I want Magnussen to do better than Roman. I like Magnussen's not that bad to watch, you know, IRL. So we're going to root for Magnussen. So actually, no, correction. Grosjean's going to get this, but that's because it's not the good suspension. The next suspension we can build will be the good one. So we're going to give this to Roman. Also, I believe if I go back and check, somewhere, I believe he's our main driver. I don't believe they're considered equal footing. I don't remember where that is shown. I'm pretty sure I'll get a question about that in a minute. So let's give it to our main driver just because, I mean, that seems appropriate. Now, we're going to design another new part. And this is going to be a good suspension. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. Plus, yeah, let's... we're going to take the 2-day hit and do that, because that's just better overall. And the penalty is just waiting. So, I almost did this to qualify better, but I'm going to go with this. I'm going to trust our team that we can qualify. I'm going to trust the Ferrari engine to qualify regardless. All right, we're going to get... Oh, we have an interview first. I was like, we're about to get to find out what the guy said, but time to do an interview. Haas is your new home, but it isn't the best team. I'm aiming to be better. Roman is seen as your top driver. I inherited 2 awesome drivers, and I love them both equally. Because I can't piss off Roman and say that I love Magnussen, but I also... Oh, they're actually driver status equal. Okay. In Sky interview, I wrote that you're expected to finish 7th. Is that accurate, or do you think... I actually think we're going to do worse, but... yeah, well... Let's just be... let's just be confident. You are known as a FIA administrator. This is where GMA is in place of FIA. Some of the mod doesn't replace this in some places, specifically interviews mainly. Will your political history raise any eyebrows? If anything, it'll help. I plan to use every angle. So at the beginning of this, I didn't really go into this, but you pick, where's me? You pick your backstory. You can be like an ex-driver. You can be financial. I think there's like undefined and Politico. And Politico, basically you get like an extra vote when rule changes come up, I believe is how it works, or something like that. Either way, I'm very interested in rule changes. Like I love in NBA 2K when you can do rule changes. So I did that because Also, I'm not an ex-driver, so... I mean, I guess I am, right? My iRacing and Formula 1 series would beg to differ, but nonetheless. He needs more money. He's insulted. Oh. Well, that's the maximum I can offer you, sir. So... I do think this is important to nail down, so... Yeah, moving on. So our suspension will be done here, and then the contract will be done the next day. So we'll get to find out all of this at once. All right, fit new parts. Magnuson, my boy, you get this much, much better suspension. So thank you for waiting patiently, my friend. Now, for the next thing, we are going to do... We're going to do brakes, because it's cheaper. Quite frankly. Yeah. So we're going to just do but more reliable brakes for the Grosjean car. Basically, what I think I'm going to do, right, is put the weaker parts on Grosjean's car and hopefully boost Magnuson, because I don't plan to retain Grosjean after the year. All right, we got to do our sponsors. We need sponsors. 3 offers from many people I've never heard of. Okay. They want us to finish 13th or above. Since I can't guarantee any performance, we're not taking this offer. Between these 2 offers, this is 2 races of 18th or above, or this is 6 races of basically 400,000. This is in USD, by the way, because I switched it so that I understand how the money works. We're going to take this offer, I think, because, I mean, it's a pretty good middle ground between the 2. For the, what is this? Hang on. This is fixed payment, and this is race bonus. Okay. Race bonus is, well, these are all basically kind of the same offer. One thing I wish that it would do is print out, like, this exact amount, because I keep having to, like, I don't want to misjudge the amount. Like, I can kind of guess what that equals, but all right, so that would work out to less than the offer on my right, but more than the offer on the left. So we're going to take the offer on the right. It's more money, it's upfront, it's only 1 more race than this race and 2 more than that, so we're going to do that. Thank you for the cash. And now 1 more offer we got to do. Let's see. This is already out because 13th or above is not possible, although Duracell is a recognizable sponsor. And between these 2, they're basically the same. So this one, Expedia wants to pay me more. So Expedia, you are the sponsor. Congratulations, Expedia. Welcome aboard to Haas Racing. All right, onward to our contract proposal situation. Mail. Let's, you want a wind tunnel. Offer accepted. Okay. Do I just hit sign? Proceed. You need to select an engineer to fire or replace. Yeah, break the contract. It's actually our designer, but yeah. Break the contract. You're fired. All right. This guy comes in hot off the presses. He's a legendary designer that I don't know because I don't know anything about this. I don't know if these people are real or fake or what the deal is. These are clearly these guys' engineers, though, at least as far as the game's concerned. So that's good. Contract signed. Thank you. And this is a news story that will be proud of us. Our old designer is absolutely gutted, but also he was worse. So yeah, fuck you, guy. Our brakes are about to be done just in time for the race. Okay, fit these parts over to Roman's vehicle. Brakes, please. Where are the brakes? Oh, up there. Found the brakes, put the brakes on. They're a little better and they're slightly more reliable, but they're not, I mean, it's not a generational leap here. So now we're going to do the brakes for Magnussen's car. Magnussen will have more reliable brakes that... We'll do this. It'll be slightly less reliable, but significantly better performance. And these will be done after the race, so we won't have these this weekend. How's the improving parts going? These will be done, I guess, in like 5 minutes. I don't know. All right. Onward to the race, I guess. All right, so the reliability work is now done. So I believe... Oh, everything's done. Oh, cool. That's nice. I didn't think that everything would get done. I thought this wasn't this going to be after the race? Apparently, maybe, I don't know. Maybe our new hire helped. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to improve the suspension for the good car, and let's improve its reliability. And then let's do the same for Roman's car right now. Actually, let's not, apparently, because that's going to really dick with the staff. So we're going to have all the staff just improve the suspension's performance right now, because we're not going to upgrade that for a bit until we do the wings and whatnot. So you're not idle. I just fixed you. All right. As far as tires go here, I'm just going to do auto pick. I've never run through all the tires anyway. So the weather is expected to rain during qualifying, which sucks. This game, it rains a lot, I've learned. I am not sure. I think these strategies should be flipped, honestly. Let me... Does it just like do a random thing every time? Kind of. Let's take off two mediums from each guy and give them each another soft. Yeah, this will allow me to be flexible with the strategy. My race strategy is not the best, to be honest. It's probably my weakest part, because I don't think that the game reacts the way I think they're gonna react. Like I pit trying to force everyone into pitting earlier, and then they just don't. They just don't care. So I think the AI sometimes foils me by doing things that I feel like in real life would be changed based on what I've learned from watching, but we shall see. Nonetheless, we shall see. Okay, we are at practice at Sydney. And this is going to be the end of the episode, guys. So, the first episode was just setting up. The second episode will be the entire race in Australia, from practice through to the end, and then onward and upward. So, there'll be basically what I think the strategy is going to be is setup episode, the race episode, setup episode, and then so on and so forth for each race through to the end of the year. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you all later.